Hello everybody. Happy Monday morning, London session, 25th August, and it's now almost 2:30 a.m. Eastern. Yes, exactly now. So, yeah, let's get into it. It was a very exciting New York AM session, I guess. It was a large move. Pretty awesome. Um, wasn't quite predictable how far it will go. In hindsight, looking at it, yeah, I guess there was some things we could look into that could indicate that it was going that high. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm very excited for this week. Because we had such a large move Friday, I'm not really sure if we're going to get the move already in London. I wouldn't mind to see a little bit more consolidation and then get a move for the AM session. That will be okay with me. Yeah, so let's just get into it. I just want to check something. Hold on. And then get a move. There we go. I also have to check sound and stuff like that. So here we go. Now apparently I've got some serial builders next to me, so they started again. I thought they were done, but they were not. So I don't hope that is the mic picks it up. I don't think so, but yeah, let me know in the chat if it does. Here we go. Let's see. Now for today, obviously on the 15th, got a beautiful fair value gap here. We haven't traded back into it. We had a rejection here from this wick. We went back up, didn't go back into it. So we've got one wick here and we still have this fair value gap open. So yeah, where you see the 0.27, that is my area of interest for the move down. And if you look at this, does it look like we have an unfinished market maker buy model? And this is the second stage of distribution, consolidation at the moment for the last leg up. First stage here, this will be the second stage, and then we get another leg up. So it's Monday, so I call it Ping Pong Monday. I use the NWalks a lot. Those are on my other chart. And we have to let the weekly profile develop a little bit. Sometimes you can get a good move already on Monday, but when it's unclear to me, are we going to go up first a little bit, then into this fair value gap, and then make the rest of the move up? Or are we just going to go up and then go down later? I don't know yet. So we just have to give it some time. And yeah, London already will give us a lot of information. Love London sessions, because if we don't get a trade in London session, it gives you a lot of information for the rest of the day. So if you have the time to watch the session, I really recommend to do so. And trading it as well, it's a little bit slower, but it still has a lot of good opportunities. So Friday, just want to show you something. This is the monthly wick that I calculated, where you see all the measurements. You see how beautifully the bodies went up to the midpoint to that. I'll show you here. So it's this wick here that I measured. On the monthly, you see we went up to the 0.5. You can't see it on this one, obviously, because we're on the monthly now. So on the weekly, this is like the weekly price action above the monthly body, right above the 0.66. And on the daily, you see there's much more movement, obviously. I've tried to measure this daily wick, but it didn't give me much of a clear indication. The monthly wick was a good indication for Friday's price action. And here you see on the 4-hour how nice the big candle moved all the way up to the 0.5 of that monthly wick, and it rejected. You see the bodies are now below the 0.5. So on the 4-hour, we went into we went into internal liquidity, and so we took out here. We took already the Sunday. Did we take out the low? Yes, we did. It's Friday's low. We took it out already. So I would like to see it go a little bit lower into this fair value gap. And yeah, look, this is just too beautiful to be not taken out, right? So, but just to point out that using those wicks and just measuring them, and you see this happening, and it gets kind of confusing because when you're in this price action, right, this wick hasn't formed. You cannot see the wick on the higher time frame yet. It goes up. Let's go down to the hourly to show you. So the 10 o'clock wick went up to it, and then here you get on the 11 o'clock wick the manipulation as well here, but then it stays. So this already should give you, if you have this measured already, because I watching it and I was seeing, okay, that's interesting. Are we going to stay? So this confused me a little bit, the 1 o'clock, because I thought, oh, okay, we're going now a little bit over the 50%. But then it rejected here straight away at 2 o'clock again. And then it went back up. And here at, well, this was Asia. But yeah, this is always, I'll show you again, just to make sure that everybody can see what I measured and how important it is to get those levels on your chart, especially with those large moves. So this is the monthly wick of July. This is this wick. Before the day started, we didn't have, the price was here below. So I already had this one measured. This one here. So it's always interesting to keep those wicks in on your charts and measure them. You can see here as well, right? This wick below 0.33, we rejected here. This is where the move started to the upside, right over here. And that was, I believe it was the 4-hour, but it was also a higher time frame. We can just see. I believe that was a 4-hour, yeah. That was a 4-hour wick. And you see here exactly, boom. Now this one will not be a rejection block anymore. When we get the move down, so that's Friday. Now let's see. Okay, we're getting a move down now. Used to be. So on Mondays, make sure that you have the NWOGs on your chart. We have a new one that's printed right over here. And we have one over here. On Mondays, price action tends to use those NWOGs because it doesn't have direction yet and it just stays in consolidation sometimes. and then just ping pongs between those N walks and the event horizon, like you see the mid here. So yeah, use those to your advantage. There we go. Are we already going into the fair value gap? See, now it's going into here, and slightly. Got a bit of a cough today. Let me see, where am I? I hope everyone had a nice weekend. Let me just get my my little thing for my cough. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on coughing. Hold on a sec. Awesome stuff. I think this you cannot get this in the Netherlands. I think you have to get that with a doctor's prescription, but here you can get it just in the pharmacy, and it has a little bit more things that really help, I guess. Just a little extra information. It doesn't really, I mean, it's maybe a little bit too, not really interesting, right? We want to talk about charts and the candles. So, hey, SMC Charter, how are you doing? Good morning to you. How was your weekend? I've got a bit of thing in my throat, so it's annoying. Okay, here we go. Did we? Yeah, this is actually a nice move to the upside, right? Might be a good entry, but still have to warm up a little bit after a weekend, getting back into trading. How was your? Did you get your trade on Friday? I guess so, right? It was a beautiful manipulation move also before at 9:30. So it's so amazing. I don't know if you were here already, that how this monthly wick, this one here, I already had it on my chart before. How we exactly the bodies on the 4 hour. We stayed. Well, they went over a little bit, so it confused me at some point a little bit. Yeah, that was the move. I mean, so did you stay in for the whole move? Yeah, it was quite obvious, was it? It was actually already. I think we were in London, right? When we had this candle here, when it hit the that 1/3 level of this wick here. Why is this not showing? This move here. It's already an indication for me that we were, but I was a little bit confused about a dealing range, that I thought, because, with that measuring gap, I thought, oh, we might have a little bit more juice to go to the downside. But this already was for me like, okay, now, is this was definitely going to give a move up, but I thought it would give a move up, and then we had that last move, maybe to that end walk that was a little bit further down. But I guess not. And what I use, Hold on. Let me get rid of my TGIF. So this was already printed. These AMRP levels. Oh, no. So no. Oh, my cat always wants to go on the desk when I'm. No, come on. Hey, come on, Gigi. Okay, you need to go. She wants to go on the desk every time when I. You have to go there. She will mess up everything. The light, everything will come down. Okay, so this was already printed. I use this volatility grid from Anar and 9. I love this. This is a weekly. So this box was already printed, and we worked ourselves in this box, and we hit the midpoint. It was exactly that 33% level, and then we had this big candle up. You know, and the week was almost done. So that was also an indication for me, like there's a very big possibility we're going up. So $10.16. Okay, so you got in at one candle exactly at $10.16. Let me go back. I want to see them. I want to see your. I'll go on 10.15 because that's. $10.15. We took a $10.16 candle. You know, this is also interesting, right? If you just let this first run go, and then you have this retracement right into the opening range gap. This will be a nice entry as well, 9.55 and at 10 o'clock. It just went off. This one here, this little retest of the opening range gap. I'm going to go to the 1. So you went in at 10.16. Got in exactly 10. Very happy. I might take what was said on ES for Monday midnight price. Got hit in. Oh, and one candle exactly 10.16. Okay, you got out at 10.16. I gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at NQ, but yeah, admit that it was a high here. Intermediate. Nice. That's perfection. I mean, I guess on ES it was the same, that it created a high there, right? Beautiful. Nice. So you set that through this. So I'm thinking of commercials are long ES. Since commercials are short NQ, if you see NQ, it was lagging. Since commercials are short, but if you see as very bullish, commercials are long. Yes. When you say commercials, you mean retail traders? Let me see. Oh, commercial smart. Oh, you mean commercial smart money? Okay. Weekly daily candle bullish on ES, but the weekly NQ candle it closed bearish. Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't see that about the ES, that candle. Yeah, that candle. The weekly were closed bullish and Q bearish. That's interesting. Very interesting. So looking at this S&P charter, it still looks like this is second stage of distribution, right? If I'm correct. We still have like liquidity here. We're just getting ready to make the last move up. We've got the weekly open here and make our way in this fair value gap. There's an interesting point here. We still need to rebalance. Mondays are frustrating. Yeah, so what I do, I use the NWOGs a lot on Monday, and I call it Ping Pong Monday. And especially during AM session, it tends to use those levels a lot, or it goes to a event horizon, and then it just goes back and forth between an older NWOG or an event horizon. So I trade usually when there's no direction yet. I do trade it, but it's like you can quite get some big moves still if you see which NWOGs that they are using. So yeah, I call it ping pong Monday. And if it doesn't happen on Monday, it ping pongs on Tuesday. So on those 2 days, I always have my NWOGs and my event horizon very clear on my chart. Yeah. You know what I also discovered a while back? Like obviously everybody knows TGIF, right? You know, you have the 20% and, you know, we have an end of, we go down and then we take another low and then we move back into the range. So what I noticed, and I want to hear your view on that. Let me go on this one and show you. You know, I do a lot of reverse engineering all the time, and then I just sort of like see things, and it might, you know, it still might need refinement. So what I noticed, like if we have like, and that's why it's interesting what you said about the New York, the NQ candle weekly ended bearish and the ES ended bullish, right? So normally when we had this move down, like this the Monday here, and then this was until Thursday, and we've started Friday here. So when I would go into Friday or even Thursday, I'm already looking at the TGIF levels. Let me have a look here. I'm going to reverse it. I have this on my chart, right? So let me just go to the 4 hour for now, just to make it. So then I'm already looking at this, like, okay, we're here on Thursday, and you see it rejecting into it. So I don't like to see that. But then again, we have this move down. And then we start making our way. At some point, it's above the weekly range, the 20 to 40%. What I notice when we have a big move on a day like that, I reverse it. Like, let me just do it. So I flip the script. And I notice that it always ends up on a Friday, if we don't have the normal TGIF and you still use the weekly range, it always ends up in this box. And also it fucks around on Friday. At some point I started the stream and I was just looking at it and like, you know what, it's not going out of this range anymore. It's just going to sit here and to stay here. So I used this. I call that my inverted TGIF. Yeah, what do you think about that theory? I've seen it quite a bit, and I journal it, and I have quite a bit of examples from these right now. So that's my inverted TGIF. So I just flipped the script, and then obviously I have some other levels that I look at. So I looked at that monthly wick, which gave me the 0.5. I did get confused a little bit. At some point I thought, oh, we're going to go over. But then again, I was like, I don't think so. It's Friday. We met the weekly objective. So, yeah. So, yeah, Friday afternoon, there was not really much to do. It was not very interesting, right? As we see Monday high of the week or low. Gotcha. So that was that. We'll leave Friday for now for what it is. I think there's enough to focus on now. Get TGF, you are going. Put a nice gap here as well. I'm going to mark this one. There is also one here. Am I seeing that correctly? Close. 507. Open. Okay, this is not a gap. This is closed in. Here we have a beautiful .473. Yeah, so this is definitely an interest area of interest for me around that 0.27 level. And we are at Asia's low now. We just took it. Oh, look at that beautiful distribution. Wow, lovely. Okay, so Asia low has been taken. Are we? And it's in a rejection block as well, right? Let me just measure if that's exactly the 5%. Because then we can get our nice move up again. Choo, 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 choo. Let's see what the bodies are doing. Oh, I hope you guys don't hear that building noise. Amanda, hi. If you study each day last hour, close on RTH, we can see the future. Good luck. Yeah, I love these things. SMC charts, you can give me all the tips you have because I love getting into those little things and studying them, and that's why I love ICT. He gives us these building blocks. He doesn't need to tell us everything. It's just the fun part is also just figuring some things out on your own, right? And just, especially when you journal, you start seeing these things. And I mean, I think there's so much more to discover. So it just never stops. And you can just keep going. Hey, look at that. We got a nice move. Yeah. 330 should reverse the move. You mean the move down? Or, yeah. Yeah. So here we go into the 15-minute fair value gap and reverse around 330 to get a nice. So we're now in the manipulation move after the consolidation, right? Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to work on. This is my personal goal at the moment because I love AMD. I'm really trying to focus to let the manipulation move just go and then just get into the distribution move. Hey, I totally agree. I mean, some things you should really just keep for yourself. But on the other hand, I, um, do you see my chart right here? Um, these time boxes, they are magic to me. And I'll show you something else. Share it with you. And I just discovered it by just looking and back testing it. Well, it's not back testing, it's basically forward testing. I want to show you something about yesterday, Friday, how I use it. Can you show, let me see, is it clear to you? I think there's no one else here right now. It's just you. Look. So I use these two boxes. These are 9:30 to 1:15. How would I know where it would go? I already had the inverted TGIF, and I had the monthly wick I was using. So I didn't know at the time it was running, yeah? But if I see this happen, we had a manipulation move in the 0.68, and we're going up. Only thing I need to do, hey, where is my move now? Let me see. Why are you not clear? You can already see 0.68 to 1.68. So if we already passed this one here, I'm like, okay. And this is also in a very, and it's just these time boxes just work for me. And I use them. That's why I just said, okay. So now I'm going here. I use this here. 0.27. And if we have like a big move, it always retraces back to, yeah, OTE, exactly. I'll show you, yeah, something else that I noticed. Yeah, it was exactly 0.62, right, of the whole dealing range, where we ended, correct? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I think I had that on my journaling as well, that level when the 6.8 aligns with the OTE. Well, obviously we use this 0.60. Yeah, so I guess, when people say you cannot predict, I guess you sort of can, right? If you have, if you look, if you have, but the thing I need to work on is to get that information faster and quicker. And when you journal, you see them, but sometimes you miss them when the price is going, right? So for me, that's still something I just need to work on, just getting faster to the information, align all the PDRAs and things like that. Yeah. So I'm still happy with the smaller moves, but then if I look, I'm like, okay, I could have stayed in. But then again, you need to stay through chop as well. I just love these things. I can look at charts all day. I mean, it's just, yeah. Okay, so now we went into an old end walk. I personally think nothing delivers close to last hour macro close price delivery in AM sessions with ORGs, opening range gaps. I think personally think nothing close to last hour macro close price in AM sessions. You better love it. Yeah. And AM sessions with ORG. Yeah. So I have a lot of information on my charts because I still need it. And I think a lot of them are giving maybe the same information. So at some point I can delete some. So also what I do a lot on this one here. Those are the first presented fair value gaps per day from the 9:30 session. Especially when you have large moves, right? They always tend to go into one of those because this is also an old one, which matches up with I love the first presented fair value gap of each session. So here, this is the daily open, matches with the fair value gap from the 9:30 sessions. Boom, boom. Yeah, I love it. You gotta love it. Yeah, otherwise it's torture, right? Imagine not liking it and having to go over all those charts and looking at it and just hating it. Feels like I mean, yeah, maybe it feels like my old job, I guess. I mean, I just sort of liked it when I started doing it, but at some point I was like, what the hell am I doing here? I really don't like it. I'm just, solving man-made issues, which are really just waste of time. Yeah. So how long have you been? How long ago were you a charter member, and how long did you trade before that? So I think we're going down into that 4 hour for you imbalance, going to that direction. Hey, trading gave me my freedom, so I cannot not love it. I can live the way I live because of this. Otherwise, I had to go back to the Netherlands and just have a normal job. Got in. Was he still SMT? Did he still? Oh, he was until when? When did he stop doing his? I think he went public in 2021 or something, right? No, I mean the core content is 2017, but it wasn't public first, right? I guess people had to pay for it at first. Yeah, I mean it's such a. I think for me, I did TPO volume profile, and I got started first, and then I first got into those penny stocks and things like that. And like most people, they start, and then it's just all the regular BS. And then someone said, "Oh, ICT, that's on YouTube for free," and I was like, "Wow, it can't be, it's for free." And then I started looking into it, and then suddenly I felt like, "Oh my God, this is just, the missing links for me. It's just the logic behind every move." And it's so easy to see. I just don't understand the people that are so negative about it, because if even if you do the core content, you can go into your charts and you already see that there's logic to it. And I just got like, and then I just deep dived into it. I just loved it, and it was so. Um, I just studied 2 years extensively. I'm only 26, young, long way to go. Oh, I love that. Yeah, well, I'm a little bit older than you are, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, but it's better the younger you are, because then you have, you don't need another job anyway. Um, but for me, it was like, oh my God, it's just, there's so much logic, and the fact that he doesn't give it away at, that easy, that's really something that really, I like as well. Hey, look, we've got nice liquidity here. It should be actually a short now. Just don't want to get tied up. There's no macro yet. We'll just wait. Um, so I like it because he doesn't give everything away, and it really stimulates you to go into your chart journal and find the those signatures yourself, because he gives away enough. And if you listen very carefully, you can you take away a lot of all the sessions. So yeah, yeah, we're very thankful for him. Very thankful for what he's doing. 491. So, how do you feel about music on the background? Yeah, God bless him. I totally agree. Would it be distracting if I have like very lo-fi, relaxing music on the background? So I have a subscription at Epidemic Music, and I was thinking to put it on. But for me, when I go into other streamers and they have a lot of music, I find it annoying because I'm thinking I could put on my own music. But apparently, it seems to be interesting to a lot of people just to have some lo-fi, and it has to be coming from the same integrated, so it's just good sound, just very, backgroundish. I'm just curious. I just want to know, so if to implement it or not. I love that. Yeah, you should definitely. Yeah, I think. Do you know Kit? I think Kit also started his own. I don't know if he is involved in funding ticks or that he is also part of it. Actually, it would be good to put like. Okay, I will. Yeah. Okay, I will do that after this stream. I will set it up properly because I was already looking into it, and then I just have to put it up properly that it sounds good and not like really, you know, bad on the background, and it just shouldn't be distracting. But I will set it up for the session later on. Okay. Is it equal low? Or did it take out liquidity here? 507.25, 507.65. Okay, so now we just created liquidity, another, or some eight, or some HC sounds. You mean like the alphabet, those HC sounds? What's HC sound? The focus, yeah, those frequencies. I got you. I was thinking about that, but I was like, you really think that would be nice to have some those frequency sounds? Let's see, audio frequency. Um, yeah, I sometimes did put that on at night, and I myself like it, but I was wondering, like, it's just me. But we could play. I could play around with that. Everybody starts to be trading really very well and just things like that. Maybe there's a special ICT level that helps getting into seal those algorithmic signatures. Look how beautiful! I just love this. I mean, this is telling so much already, right? Like, hey, I'm 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 created for you to grab me at a later point. So my biggest thing that I had to work on was my patience. not wanting to get in every move, waiting for the proper setup, um, and being okay for sometimes letting a move just run. That's where my change really came in. It's such a cliche when people say, yeah, less is more and things like that, but it really is actually. You just take less, your losses become less, and your winners just increase. And again, I just want to point out those first presented fair value gaps. I just keep talking about them, right? I feel like a broken record. Like if you would look on the 3-minute here, you see a lot of small candles. But if you put it on your chart and you see it rejecting you, the body stay below the 50%. So you can anticipate your move down from here. And then you have the midnight one. We go right through it. Cool. To the end walk. Right to the end walk. Let me see if I can put the music. If that's easy to. Now I'll do that after this. Let us just focus on the charts for now, and get ready for a trade. I won't sing for you guys. It's sort of like I feel like like humming and making. I have a song in my head, but I just realized also I just have to be careful with that because it can be quite annoying. So I used to be a trading coach at Hola Prime, and I was with 3 other coaches there. That's a new a prop firm, but it made me realize I want to do my own thing. But I love being with the other coaches. I'm Irish, by the way, and so we were always with three coaches, and it was so much fun. We had interaction together, and we had a lot of jokes, and we were serious about trading as well. But it was so much easier to we communicated with the chat as well. But because we had each other to talk to as well, it was and we never ran out of to talk about trading things, and also sometimes when there was no good trade, we could also deviate to other topics. But when you're by yourself, and it's sort of weird to hear myself talk, and I know I'm talking to you. What's your name, by the way? SMC Charter. And anyone who's here, I would love to know who you are. Just to say hello. Um, uh, so I'm talking, but I'm talking to you right now, but I don't hear you. And I have to get used to that a little bit. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to the 1 minute now. Kirat. That's a beautiful name. Where does it originate from? Okay, here we go. I think we're going down into this AMRP zone here. Is it 512-ish? Or are we going to reject on this one? We're going to leave this for, we've already been in here. No, we've already, oh no, we're not going down lower. So we created these equal lows. So those might be revisited later, or are we going to take them out now and then go back up? So this always gets me in London. That's always something I need to be. Oh, India. Is it in? Oh, I love India. I went to India when I was a little bit younger, and I traveled 6 weeks to India. Um, it was an amazing trip. It was amazing. I haven't been to Kerala though. Oh, that's still an area that I want to go to. Um, and I love the food. Where are you in Punjab? Okay. So I started, obviously, I started in Rajasthan. I just have to, obviously, Taj Mahal, but um, I can't, so I have to think what I exactly did. Um, I also went to the area all the way to the east. So that was a little bit dangerous because I got in some trouble there. Where, what's the name? Um, the tree, where I didn't go to Punjab, I think. Where's Siddhartha? The tree where Buddha got his enlightenment. Bodh Gaya. Was it Bodh Gaya? Yeah, I think it. Siddhartha. Yeah, Bodh Gaya. See, it was Bodh Gaya. I went to Bodh Gaya by train. Um, but it took me about like 13 hours. We had like, no, Bodh Gaya. So I went all the way east. I went by train. And then I think the train, it took about 13 hours to get back, delay and things like that. Um, but that was a bit scary because I was by myself and people were following me there and things like that. And then I went back by train and then I went down to Goa after Rajasthan. But I can't remember. I've visited many places and I've had to go over my photos. It was 6 weeks total, the first one. And then I went back another time. But it was amazing. Yeah. Okay. I think we're getting our move up already. Let us see. It's almost 3:30. We created a double bottom. We are in a fair value gap. We have our, no, no, we're not going to go up yet. We're going ahead. See, we hit the AMRP level on this side now, so we've also been here, so it's a little bit, because of this equal lows on the 15 and the 30. getting a rundown. There you go. Nice. There we go. There's a lot of wicks here now. So initially it wicked from this wick. It rejected. We had a nice move, a retracement back to the upside, right? In the daily first presented. And then we had another nice wick here. I'm on the 5 minute on this chart here. And I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper into this fair value gap, into this 4 hour volume imbalance. But we took out Asia low here with this wick. So I went up a little bit. There we go. We're going to take this one out now. So NQ the 23505.25, sorry, 508.25 is an equal low. We're very close to it. 10 points. So I always am careful in these areas here when I'm not really sure. It's just time, right? Because you know what's going to happen at some point, but it could just stall at this moment. We have SMT. Did I miss that? Why am I not seeing? Normally I have my SMT. Yeah. There we go. Yep. We're dropping now. Yeah. It's the SMT right over here. You got it. But I think we're going to invalidate this SMT. Don't you think so? Because you've got SMT on both sides. Here. Oh, this one was here. And down. Yeah. We've got a 1 minute SMT here. There we go. Flat candle. So, Kirat, what I mentioned about the ping pong between the levels, right? If we don't dig deeper into this fair value gap now, then what you see is like event horizon, it goes just ping pongs between these levels here. It uses these levels here, here, and maybe here as well. I don't think, well, this is probably not for now, but how much have we worked into this N walk? Just go to the higher time frame, just have a look. Okay, so we have quite some activity already in this one. Back and forth. Okay. Nice. Nice little gap here. So the next model begins at 344, which will give me a little bit more information. Choo-choo-choo-choo. Breaker retest. You can take this one here. Come on. Yeah, this one is going back up. No. Okay, here we go. We're going to wait to the 350 macro now. So we should reverse to 13 move, or at least at the to the sell stops. Yeah. Yeah, exactly here. 335. This was for me. It would have been the entry breaker, and then in this retest here, right over here, I should have gotten in. We did take Asia. What time did we take out Asia? Let me just see. Check again. Asia, we took it here. Then we went back up. And then we went back down into it, 330. Boom. Why? That happens to me all the time, and I have no session open anywhere else. Well, it's like someone is getting into my trading view. It's my trading view being hacked. God damn it. Yeah. No, I don't play video games. You? See, it's really weird. That happens a lot all the time. Your account was accessed from another browser or device. I don't have anything open. So someone is getting into my trading view, right? I think I need to change the password. Why? It's really weird. Okay. Yeah, it's okay now. It should be okay. Okie dokie. Now, what helps me a lot as well, we are above this candle. This is a retest. This is an entry from me as well. This also can be used as discount and premium, those times. So this is the 3 to 12. Yeah. So I'm long from here. I should have gotten into this one here. Oh, see, this was the. Or are we just creating more liquidity now? See, I still have this level in here, this lower level into that fair value gap that still has my interest, but I guess we're not going there anytime soon, or are we now? Nice. Okay, I'm stopped. I'm out. It was too soon. Yes, nice seeing you again, Kirat. I'll see you later. Have a lovely day. Yeah, it's later at your end, right? I'm going to touch some grass after this as well, but I'll just wait until the 350, 410 macro. I need to get, at least want to try to get one good trade in London. So have a lovely day. See you. Bye bye. Okay, now let's see. The 350 move. The macro has started. That was a beautiful move. but I'm just not convinced on a larger move up at this moment. So let's see, 350, we're going down now. Or are we going to go all the way? We do have a lot of liquidity here, and we have to go back to this level. But on the other hand, would they leave the midnight for AM session? So I need to get rid of this. There we go. We wicked here. Okay, is it short now? Or? So I have a short bias until this level here. So that's about 463. But it's not ready to go yet. We've got a volume imbalance here on the 4 hour. So we took out Asia's low before. Is it going to leave Asia's high for later today and going deeper into the fair value gap, which I'm hoping it's going to do. Let's see how low it's going to go. It's just a retest of this breaker order block. Yeah, are you going to break it? Let's see what you're doing. It looks like a breaker retest. Or are you, if it goes below this, it's a short. Otherwise, it's just a retest of that beautiful breaker block. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I thought you left. Yeah, yeah. I got in here as well. I still have to attach my trading view to my trading account. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing anything that is with live accounts and things like that. So I just have to be careful. Trade. So this bothers me a little bit. This first presented fair value gap. So I think I'm just going to take it till here. I just want to see how it reacts here at this first presented. Yeah. There you go. So for me, this was the trade. I just took it from here to here. Um, I'm just, for me, it's a little bit confusing because we still have that lower fair value gap area. And for me, this is a little bit, okay, we have this wick here though. If I would have gotten in here, I wouldn't mind to stay and then trail my stop a little bit higher if it would go higher. We're still in the macro, so obviously, um, I guess we still have room to go higher, also time-wise. Yeah, I see it's going. Go over the midpoint. I want you to go over the midpoint. There's a midpoint. Running way up all the way to here. Once it goes, it goes. Yeah. See, technically, we're still in this accumulation zone, right? So I just so I have live account and I have a evaluation account. I just yeah. So when I trade on my live account, I don't think I should do that on stream. But I can attach my prop firm account to TradingView and trade live on it. So I just want to make sure that what I'm going to do. But I think I'm just going to add an evaluation, and even if it's sim funded, I think it's okay to trade that on live without getting any YouTube issues. So I just want to just want to double check. So that's why haven't connected them to my. I don't trade them on the stream live yet. So, but yeah, so I got out here at this first presented. So I took it from this candle to here. I think it's not really a large move. Still warming up for today. So when I see this, when it goes back and forth into it, you want to see like wick, like only a wick, and then you sort of like it does help you. And because there was no wick, well, we had this wick here and then this wick. Yeah. 4. Are we going to move out of that zone to the upside? So on my live account, I do my distribution moves mainly. So that's mainly in the third week. I do really well in the third week of the month mostly. So sometimes it's the second, and then it's the last week was we had really good week. So that's when I traded my live accounts mainly. First week I tend to, NFP weeks, evals, and I just I try not to touch my live accounts. The second week it depends on the price action. There we go. Now we're going to go over. Like I want to see it go. I want to go over this one. It's a good. We're in the macro. There we go. Now you're going to run. Let's go. Yes, thank you. Give it a bit more, please. Not just wicking. Okay. So the flat candle is now has a wick. That could be enough for the. So it wicked into another root candle, the 2144. So it uses those root candles a lot. It's a little bit herky jerky. I don't really like it, price action wise. So if you have a solid entry here, it's okay to sit through it, but we might 403. Are we going to get the move down now? I'm waiting for that move down. I want to see pre-market hit that 15-minute FVG technique saying bullish. How we could just chop. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. It's a hard read for me. You can read this as balanced. We're in an N walk. We took the Asia low. We've got SMT with the S on the 1 minute again. For me, it's hard to read, to be honest, and I don't have a clear. Yeah, we could go up. Yeah, we could go up, but we already could sort of like, go back down already from here. But yeah, look at this liquidity here. We've got an AMRP level here. I think it's going up though, but I just don't like the price action. This one has been invalidated. It's okay. Like I said, ping pong is I wouldn't be surprised we go up to this event horizon again if we go up. Could do a micro with this one. It's okay. Still small macro. We're still on a macro. It's 404 and we're still running. So it probably uses its time, right? 550. 542. yeah, it's just going to be large. It's just very wiki price action. So you see, we're in this 1 hour fair value gap now. Now that's a short going coming. Let's see what the 4 hours giving us. 4 hour took out a high, took out a low. So yeah, we can expect this price action now. Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it? We took out Asia. We were in the end walk. We're in a higher time frame, larger fair value gap. We're in a lower time frame fair value gap. Oh, it's not shortcut. Are you already going? Let me rate. I'm going to put measurements in this one here now as well. So I think that might come in handy. I think it's going to work its way into the in the end walk. See, we hit the 62 level exactly. It's ready to go down. So I'm short here. Four o'clock, we went above it. We're below the root candle. Now on this candle here, price. I want this below. I think I'm going to leave it here for now. I think I'm going to touch some grass. I need to run some errands. I think we're going to get I mean, I wouldn't be surprised we're going to get a nice AM session because there's enough movement to let it consolidate. It's good. We want to see that because that just gives us more probability for later on, right? So I think it's best to leave it right here for now. Let it consolidate. We wait for the nice manipulation move, and then we can take a nice either. I'm just waiting for that move down a little bit. That's my. I just wanted to go see a little bit deeper into this fair value gap and perhaps then a move up. That's one of my scenarios. But we just have to wait what it's going to show us. But Kira, you had a nice. I mean, you took that move here. That's nice. The 313 move. This was it. Then actually another one here. The retest 352. That was the macro move, but it was quite. It wasn't really a smooth run, right? So, but yeah, that was a good call. That was really good. Nice. Okay. Nice seeing everyone again on the start of the week. Going to leave it for now, and yeah, I hope to see you later on in the PM session. So enjoy the day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.